Well, here we go. Tutorial number 2 on FRQ number 2. This one is on ecological footprint and calculating based on population how much area would be needed for certain countries. So your question asks you to calculate the amount of area that would be in demand based on ecological footprint. So I've gone ahead and I've set this up just for the first one, which is based on the US. And you're looking at converting hectares, which is a unit of measure for area, to kilometers squared, which is again area, and then per person. So basically, you've got this concept of ecological footprint per person. This is what would be needed as hectares would factor out, and you get that for every person. There is 0.097 kilometers squared needed for every U.S. citizen. Something to just be aware of and consider. I kind of skipped some steps in going from hectares out to kilometers squared. Well, they were not necessary steps. They were not necessarily required. It's just that when I've gone through the math before and stepped you from meters to kilometers, we included that. But just wanted to show some equivalencies so that you understand where this is coming from. And like I said before, a hectare is a unit of measure for area, as is kilometers squared and meters squared. Those are also units of measure for area. But this is an important conversion to keep in mind and basically to memorize. Okay, so then question 2 asks you to calculate the total area required by each country. So what we have is population for each country. It's actually given to you in thousands, and so strangely, not scientific notation, I guess, just because of the sheer numbers there. But take 3 degrees out with that 3 zeros out of there for you. So you're basically looking at the number of persons per area per person, just to calculate for area that would be necessary for that to sustain that population at that ecological footprint. So for the U.S., 301,140 thousands, or more aptly put, 301,140,000, and we're multiplying that by kilometers squared per person. So you can see just hand calculations here. And remember that because of this thousands, when we bring our decimal down, that we're going to factor that out. And you've got 29,210,580 kilometers squared needed to sustain the U.S. population. And that should take us into number 3, and that's going to be on a separate video. So, see you later.